Some of the most unsettling footage begins without any warning at all. A routine night shift, an empty roads, a quiet house, or a child playing in their room. Yet hidden inside these ordinary moments are details that defy rational explanation. Tonight, we investigate 10 disturbing recordings and slow down the evidence you were never meant to see. Look closely, because once you notice the hidden anomaly, the true mystery begins. Number 10. The hospital car phantom. This case begins outside an Argentine hospital following an ordinary late-night shift. An EMT notices what appears to be someone sitting inside his locked car. He steps outside to physically search the vehicle, proving the interior is entirely vacant. Yet when he returns indoors and looks back, the pale shape reappears in the passenger seat. Pay close attention, because this figure seems to look directly at the lens. Was this a bizarre glass reflection, or an unwanted passenger lingering in the vehicle?
Literally could have came from any single door at any single door at any single. Can you do that again? It makes sense to hear like a high-pitched female. Where I'm at right now, the lady in white on this floor. What the? Holy! That door is shut! That door is shut! That door, at the very end of the hall, is shut! I hope I caught that on camera. No way. No way. Yeah, that door is shut. This door, I just watched with my eyes shut. There is no one.
A disturbing voice scares Dakota out of his seat, and then a door at the end of the hallway closes by itself.
Number 9. The Road Phantom. Our next recording comes from an outdoor security camera monitoring a quiet residential street. Standing directly in the center of the road is a stationary, solid, dark shape. As vehicles travel down the road, they appear to pass straight through the mass without impact. When the homeowner walks out to investigate the street, the shape vanishes instantly. Watch the cars closely, because what should collide simply moves through air. Was this a digital camera glitch, or a physical presence that wasn't entirely solid?
Vamos rápido para que vean que no es mentira. Mamá, la piel de gallina, hermano. Piel de gallina. Cagazo. Nadie. Nadie. Un montón. Es un montón. Mierda. Y encima nos mira, la puta que te parió. No, chavo. No.
Jonathan films through the glass doors and spots a pale, translucent figure just sitting in the passenger seat of his car. It's faint, but the shape is clearly there. He goes outside to check, opening both the front and back doors and showing the empty interior. He even pans around to prove that no one is nearby. But after going back inside, he looks back out at his car and is shocked when whatever it is appears in his car again. This time, it seems to be staring right at him. So, did Jonathan capture a ghost outside the hospital trying to hitch a ride? And if not, then just what?
Number 8. The sanatorium door. Inside an abandoned tuberculosis sanatorium, an investigator spends the night entirely alone. While monitoring the dark corridor, a faint, high-pitched female voice echoes through the hall. Moments later, the heavy door at the very end of the hallway slams shut on its own. There is no draft, no mechanical rig, and no one else inside the abandoned facility. Watch the doorway in the distance, because the sudden movement happened in complete silence. Did the door close due to settling air, or did an unseen resident shut it from within?
Hola. Ay, chinga tu madre. Mami.
Two little childlike hands press up against the glass windows and door. When Eric gets closer, a bizarre face emerges from the darkness. Eric has had enough. He runs back upstairs to his dog Beans and doesn't sleep for the rest of the night.
Number 7. The window observer. This case takes place inside a home where continuous knocking has disturbed a family at night. The homeowner investigates the disturbance, only to find strange items missing from the room. As he approaches the back patio door, two small, childlike hands press against the glass. When the flashlight illuminates the frame, a pale face briefly emerges from the dark. Look carefully at the lower glass pane, because the figure appears only for a split second. Was someone outside attempting a break-in, or was this something far less human?
The little brother just kinda lies there staring at his phone as his sister seems to be slowly dragged under the bed. Zaina starts screaming. Whether in pain or fear, it's hard to tell, but her brother barely reacts. Eventually, he calls for help and their grandmother rushes in, but even she can't pull the little girl out. A nearby neighbor hurries in to help and the two of them actually have to lift the entire bed. Finally, the grandmother manages to free terrified little Zaina and pulls her into her arms. Their mother, whose shocked voice can be heard on the video, says she has no idea what to make of it. She genuinely believes that something pulled her daughter under that bed.
Number 6. The moving urn. During a routine overnight patrol inside a cemetery crematorium, a security guard films the facility. While passing the storage shelves containing cremated remains, the phone audio begins to distort. A distinct metallic clinking sound draws the camera directly toward one specific urn. Without any physical contact or vibration, the lid of the urn slowly lifts upward. Watch the top of the container, because the movement is deliberate and precise. Could trapped air displace a heavy metal lid, or was something attempting to break free?
cars seem to pass right through this bizarre figure. So Isaac's uncle decides to go out to investigate. And things are about to get even weirder. The dark figure seems to just disappear as the man approaches. So is this something supernatural watching his house? Or just what do you think this is? Let me know.
Number 5. The Shallow Entity. Late at night off the coast of Puerto Rico, a group of fishermen spot an anomaly beneath the water. An intense, pulsating blue illumination lights up the surface from deep below. As the boat moves closer, a dark humanoid shape appears to breach the illuminated area. The figure moves in an upright posture without visible scuba gear or nearby vessels. Watch the water's surface carefully, because the silhouette moves against the ocean current. Was this an unauthorized freediver, or an unidentified entity rising from the deep?
Walks deeper into the room where the bodies are cremated. The audio on his phone starts to glitch. Then he freezes as he hears a sharp clinking sound from somewhere nearby. He turns the camera, and that's when he notices one of the urns. An urn that actually has someone's ashes inside, and the lid is moving. It slowly tips upward like something inside is trying to get out. And with that, he decides he's seen about enough. He starts heading for the exit when he notices movement again, this time in the doorway. The curtains are swaying even though the air in the room is still. And then, clear as day, something pushes them open from the other side. And that's it. The guard just makes a run for it. So, is something lingering inside the cemetery's crematorium? Are the spirits of the departed not really departing?
Number 4. The Bedside Struggle. Captured on a bedroom security camera in Indonesia, a young girl crawls across the tile floor. Without warning, her body is suddenly pulled backward underneath the low bed frame. Her terrified cries alert the family, but the force holding her requires 2 adults to lift the bed. There is no visible person under the mattress, and the space beneath is narrow. Watch the girl's feet, because the backward pull happens with unnatural speed and resistance. Did the child simply crawl beneath the frame, or was she forcefully pulled into the dark?
Dale.
Quiero saber,
No quiero saber, dale. Dale. No. Dale. Sí, eso es eso. ¿Murió? Wow.
Something dark and humanoid can be seen breaching the surface of the water and moving through the strange blue light. When the video was shared to the internet, many viewers' first thoughts were that it could simply be a diver. But others were quick to point out that there are no boats nearby. So where would a diver come from?
Number 3. The Exhibit Head Turn. Inside a Mexican museum, a visitor films an authentic wax tribute to a local healer. The figure is constructed from solid wax, containing no motors, gears, or electronic components. As the camera pans across the exhibit, the head of the wax figure snaps directly toward the lens. Museum officials later demonstrated that the sculpture is rigid and entirely immovable. Watch the eyes and jawline, because the turn happens within a fraction of a second. Was this a hidden mechanical mechanism, or an unexplainable movement caught on tape?
To quickly turn its head and look directly at the man. And as you might expect, he just freaks right out.
Ay, hijo de... Güey, ¿qué pedo?
The man showed his video to museum manager Ricardo Barbosa, who posted it online, and it immediately went viral. Ricardo posted a second video to prove that the wax figure of Maria Sabina is definitely not supposed to move.
¿Qué onda, amigo? Amigo, no manejo nada de mecatrónica. Es una figura totalmente en cera. Mira, es una pieza total, rígida, no se puede manipular. Te digo, no tiene nada. Te digo, mira, te muestro. No hay cables, no hay nada, no es un robot. Es una figura totalmente en cera.
Museum manager Ricardo Barbosa shows that the wax figure is completely solid and immovable. It contains no gears, no wires, and no motorized parts. It's just a wax figure that should not move at all. So what do you think happened?
Number 2. The Woodland Distress. While conducting an evening investigation inside a remote state park, a vlogger is startled by sudden noises. In the complete darkness, a man's voice can be heard shouting for help in the distance. As flashlights appear through the trees, the calls become increasingly aggressive and close. Realizing she is cornered, the investigator shuts off her light and hides in the brush. Listen closely to the audio, because the final plea sounds directly beside the camera. Were these lost hikers in the woods, or an attempt to lure an investigator off the path?
There's a light. Look. I can see it. Somebody's looking for me. This is not good. I think they're trying to lure me out. There's flashlights. I don't know if you guys can see them. I don't know what to do, guys. If I move, they're gonna hear me. Help me.
The voice of a man can be heard yelling for help, and Dee can see flashlights in the distance. Alone and afraid, Dee doesn't trust the call for help at all, so she keeps her flashlight and hides in the darkness. Suddenly, the voice can be heard right next to her, and in terror, she just makes a run for it. Later, Dee says that she did make it home safe, and to this day, she says she still has no idea who could have been yelling for help out in the dark woods of Beaver Creek State Park.
Number 1. The Mannequins Movement. Our final case takes place inside a private collection filled with antique dolls and mannequins. A visitor sets up a camera after hearing subtle noises originating from the room. In the vanity mirror reflection, the hand of an antique figure slowly glides across its knee. Moments before the limb shifts, a dark shadow is seen gliding across the wall behind it. Examine the mirror reflection, because the movement occurs without anyone touching the doll. Was this an elaborate wire trick?
You can do it again.
Or undeniable proof of an active attachment?
I won't watch.
At first, Chica is freaked out by the creepy doll and walks out of the room, and the door just slowly swings shut behind her. But she goes back in and tries to get the doll to move again, and it does. In the mirror, you can clearly see the doll's hand move across its knee. But did you see it? Just before the doll's hand moves, a strange shadow passes across the wall, moving toward the old doll. So is this bizarre old antique doll haunted by the spirit of one of its former owners? Or is it all just an elaborate...
10 disturbing cases, each presenting evidence that challenges what we understand about reality. Some may point to optical tricks, while others leave investigators with no logical answers. The distinction between the explainable and the unknown is found only when you look closer. Which of these cases do you believe was the most convincing? Let us know your theory in the comments below. Subscribe to Hidden After Dark for more forensic breakdowns and unsolved mysteries.